Alright, boys and girls, back at it again. Day 44 of 50 Days of Sketching. And we're doing Dragon. Alright, so Dragon. Dragons are very mythical. You know, the fairy tales of, oh, the dragon steals all the gold. So therefore you have to slay the dragon to win all the treasures. It was very, very scary. That's the Western sense of the dragon. But as you can tell from the thumbnail, I'm not doing a Western dragon. I'm doing Dragon Ball Dragon. Shenron, to be exact. And my best attempt at drawing Goku, Kid Goku, and Shenron in a very short amount of time. I think it took, over 12 minutes? Yeah, somewhere around there. Just looking at the timestamp of my video. Obviously, I love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I wish I had more time to give more accurate representation of Akira Toriyama's legendary Volume 1 cover of Dragon Ball. But 12 minutes, it ain't bad, I mean, I've done sketches that were like over 20 minutes, as you've seen it earlier in the channel. But I'm trying to stray away from that, I'm trying to do faster. And there's value in it to do faster. I found that the speed just really gets you into gear to get it on paper, and then from there you can really work the details. And I did look at reference for this, tried to memorize as much as I can before starting this, but obviously it's not going to be 100% accurate to the cover. But what a legendary series, man. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball has like united a lot of people from different walks of life, different races, white, black, Asian people, Hispanic people. They love Dragon Ball, man. Just all from a dude from Japan. It's an incredible series, man. And a lot of people can sympathize with Goku because he's considered lower class. He's considered a runt from the sane people, but yet he's the one that saves the day. He's the one that saves everyone. I think that's what unites people of different walks of life, because they can see themselves from Goku. And I forgot to start the timer. I was so locked in, bro. Yeah, and it inspired so many people to work out. These nerds that haven't worked out a day in their life, never joined any sport or whatever. They're like, I want to look like Goku. I want to look like Vegeta, dude. I want to look like Master Roshi. I want to look like Master Roshi. The non-buff form of him. Yeah, there's a lot of people that get hyped over Dragon Ball. I get hyped over it too. I gotta, let's see, they're doing the Granola arc. That's like the next animated one. Obviously the manga's done. I watched a little summary, a spoiler of it, and it's interesting, man. I mean, I'm a sucker for nostalgia, and Dragon Ball is definitely one of my nostalgia. I remember when I was a kid, for my birthday, no, not for my birthday, for my Christmas, I specifically asked for Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, which is a PlayStation 2 game. And then the next year, I wanted the sequel, Tenkaichi 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. And then about 3 years down the line, they had the third one, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And I asked it, and my brother who was buying me the gift, he's like, really, that's all you want? I'm like, yep, that's all I want. Just that PS2 game. Yeah, I'm not really picky. I don't want the most expensive thing. I think at the time, the PlayStation 2 games for like 40, I think it was $50 for a new one. But that Budokai Tenkaichi 3 one was for some reason lower. I think it was like 40, maybe 35. And that copy of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PlayStation 2, I think is like $200. At one point, it was like $400 on Amazon because it was undersold. People didn't buy it, but people realized how good the fighting mechanics were compared from Budokai Tenkaichi 2, which I think Tenkaichi 2 was pretty good. But man, Tenkaichi 3 just upped it so much higher, and so much of the techniques and the combos you can do, and the UI was way cleaner. Cool alts, dude. It was one of the best 3D fighters. And then when Dragon Ball Sparking came out, Sparking Zero, I was so hyped. I bought it and I was disappointed. It just didn't. It's not the same as Tenkaichi 3. It's too fast, too much of a button master. There's not enough mechanics to make it fun enough for me to consider it a fun fighter like Smash Brothers. And it's not competitive enough to be considered a competitive fighter like Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. If you're watching earlier, I was drawing Street Fighter. I was trapped in Street Fighter. But it's just not competitively balanced enough to be that good. I mean, I still have it. I have a physical copy. I might resell it, but I was severely disappointed. It's like you either go really fun or do competitive and then try to do both. Like, dude, that's not how it is. Dragon Ball's Fighter Z, that one's great. That one's a great competitive fighter. I played that for a handful. But I didn't play it that much because I was playing Street Fighter. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the sketch today. You know, Dragon Ball, I'm hyped. And yeah, if they get another movie, which I'm sure they will, I'll try to see it in theaters. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.